Okay, well, here goes nothing. So, Spirit has really had me in a place of listening lately and has been preparing me to speak. Speaking is something I've done my whole life, and yet something that I somehow got uncomfortable with as an adult. So, this is me practicing. I don't know if I will share this or not, but Spirit is speaking, so I probably will if Spirit is asking me to share this message. I was laying there thinking about how much I miss my daughter and thinking about the fact that life is not always fair. And I wish so much that I could prevent my daughter from going through anything that is unfair. But in life, things happen that may feel unfair. And that's just a reality that I need to prepare for. Um, so when I was growing up, my mom would say, like, I'd be like, why did so and so do such and such? And her response was typically like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry, I don't know, which is an attempt at compassion. Um, Two things. One, I like to say I apologize when I do something wrong instead of saying I'm sorry, because we're not sorry people. The definition of sorry is not something that I want to associate myself with. But when I do something wrong, I do want to apologize. I do want to express that I understand that I've done something that affected a person in a way that I did not intend, and that action in the future, I recognize how I can shift that action. Or um, so that is why I like to use apologize versus I'm sorry. Um, so there was really point being there's nothing for her to be sorry about, but I do understand that that is an attempt to empathize. So basically, the point of that is just about finding a way to shift out of I'm sorry language as a society and finding a way to shift into I apologize when something has been done wrong, and finding other ways to empathize with people when something wrong has been done to them that we had no control over. Um, and then two, so she would say, I'm sorry, honey, and I don't know why they did that. But the truth of the matter is, whether she knew or not is not the point. She did the best that she could with the information that she had at the time. But the truth of the matter is, if we look at human behavior, we do understand why people do the things that they do. Confirmation. Um, we do understand why people do the things that they do. So right now, I would like to like well, the inherent thing that was like the habitual thing that was happening was me wanting to go like, so I was in meditation, imagining my daughter with me and imagining speaking to her. And I was sharing with her at first, like, sweetheart, I'm so sorry that this is happening, but I don't know why this person is acting this way. But in actuality, I do know why this person is acting this way, and I don't have to be sorry for one, and I don't have to apologize because for the actions that I did not do. If I apologize, they're for the actions that I have control over, the thoughts that I have control over, the words that I have control over. But it's not my responsibility to apologize for what another person has done. But also, I do, because because I enjoy studying human psychology. I do understand why this person is acting this way, because this person is acting from a wound. Um, and so, okay, Spirit is saying it's okay to share that this person is her father, and we are working on our co-parenting relationship. And so, we don't have the best, my daughter and I don't have open communication during this time when she's with her father. And I can feel that that's hurting her. But instead of apologizing for her father's actions, though I can apologize for my actions that have contributed to her father going into his wounded masculine, his wounded inner child, young boy. Um, I don't have control over the fact that he has not done the work himself to heal that wound. So, in the attempt to empathize with her is not, it's not for me to apologize for him, and it's not for me to say, oh, I don't know why this is happening, because that's not even true. Like, we as humans do understand why, even if not consciously, subconsciously, we understand why people act the way that we act. And if we pay attention to these things, if we're aware of these things, if we choose to be aware of these things, um, instead of telling our kids, well, honey, I don't know why this person is acting that way, we can instead offer them true insight. Um, sweetie, this person is acting from their wounded inner child, and I know that that's painful to experience, but the best thing that we can do right now is to have compassion and to try to be overstanding of the situation, to have inner standing of the fact that nobody is perfect, and that we're all doing our best with the information that we have at the time. So, um, yeah, that's what I was meditating on. It feels like the message is complete. Um, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts on this, I would love to talk about it more, to talk about these topics more. So if you have questions on this topic, um, this is my first video that I'll be posting on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Sage. Peace.